Only on 10 TV this morning, the Columbus Jazz Orchestra returns to the Southern Theater stage this week to kick off their 2024-2025 season. Photojournalist Bram Folk brings us a look at their new show known as the greatest jazz concert in the world.
This concert is called The Greatest Jazz Concert in the World, which is actually a nod to a very famous jazz album. But also, I don't know what else you would call this concert, because Byron Stripling is back on the stage and he's going to be welcoming John Clayton and Jeff Hamilton to town. They are living legends.
The greatest jazz concert in the world. And you're going like, that's not possible. We're getting ready to make that happen. So the way you do that is you get two of the greatest jazz musicians in the world, and you bring them to Columbus. And in our case, it's a guy named John Clayton. Remember when Whitney Houston sang the Star-Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl? John Clayton arranged that. He's one of the greatest arrangers in the world, but he's also one of the greatest bassists in the world. And jazz bass is the foundation of great jazz. And so when you hear John Clayton, you're hearing the tradition of the people he played with, from Count Basie all the way to Paul McCartney. You've got on drums a guy named Jeff Hamilton. Again, played with Count Basie, played with Woody Herman, played with Ray Brown. And so those guys, whenever they sit like in a band, it's like dynamite happens. And they blow the roof off. They are the greatest jazz musicians. So what if I combine that then with the greatest jazz band in the world? The Columbus Jazz Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages.
Byron Stripling is the real deal, and we are so fortunate to have him as the music director of the Columbus Jazz Orchestra for the last 20 years here in Columbus. And he is a showman and a tremendous musician, and somebody who not only can play just on a level that you don't see every day, but he also carries the legacy of jazz with him.
There's something in the water here. There's something in the air. It's in the blood here, and our whole thing with the Columbus Jazz Orchestra is to feature the greatness that is right here in this city. And so we do that every time we step on stage. Everybody you see that walks on that stage, they live in Columbus and they pay local taxes here in Columbus. And they're here because of their love of jazz and our desire to uplift this community through jazz.
The greatest jazz concert in the world runs October 10th through the 13th at the Southern Theater in downtown Columbus.